I don't know how. But I went and I found some videos and stuff that I think would be good for you to see.
Yeah, I saw the list that you were working on earlier.
It's not. I'm just gonna read off on my list and then cover the important things. And then if you have any questions about anything else, then we can go from there because it's a lot. It's
Yeah,
like
I
this
was
is
like
only
watching everything.
year and a half's worth, that I have probably right here, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I was watching everything and like what everybody had tagged me in. Man, it's crazy. She like honestly every time she opens her mouth, I don't even know, like I don't even think she knows the truth anymore.
No, she doesn't. Feisty, do you want me to mod this account that you're on? Because I know she's going to send people over. Yep, she's got her iPad. You can get worse than G, so sadly, Sandy. I mean, it's crazy. You don't think you can, but you can. Okay, Carla. I'm gonna let Carla up. Feisty.
Hey Melissa, some of my girls are in here, and if you want, you could probably mod them for the live, and they can help out too. They're some of the best mods on TikTok.
Okay,
If you
yeah. Let me know.
girls,
Who.
if y'all are in here and you want a mod, throw some turtles in the chat so Melissa can grab y'all. She's gonna need some help for this live.
Oh yeah, she's sending people over.
Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Aunt Karen, I know we spoke yesterday. I messaged you personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen my last part of my message. So I used to be Gabi's mod back in 2023. Gabi had tried to steal my account. I was going through surgeries at the time, under anesthesia at the time, came out of anesthesia to a whole bunch of screen recordings saying that her friend Anthony was over at her house, didn't know that she was live, and he had said that the first step was to find out my account and take it. They were planning on stealing my account and gifting Gabi with it, stealing money from me. When I confronted Gabi about it, Gabi told me that that wasn't the case. It was to find out if they were still able to come and stay at my house because at the time they were being evicted out of their house. And I was going to allow them to stay with me. That way Cam could have a house over his head at the time. And when I had found out about it, I just completely like blocked her and everything off of it. Because I'm not going to allow that in my house or to steal from my kids as well.
Yeah, have you seen that video?
You show it to me?
Yeah, let me find it. Let me get it.
Melissa, while you're looking for that, I have no powers.
You have? Didn't I get you?
No, I'm not modded.
No. Hold on, I'll give you box power too. Okay. Yeah. Just like people that are relevant right now, and I know a lot of people want to come up and speak and everything else. That's the only video that I couldn't find. Do you know anybody where I could find that one quickly? Does Betty White have it?
Of her taking my account?
Yeah.
The Exposing Gabrielle Jacobson account has it.
Okay. Perfect. She just got on. Exposing. Yeah, because I went and I sent to myself a lot of these ones that I think will be good.
Kim, it's the video of where her and Anthony were talking, and they had admitted that they were going to try to take my account. I know you had commented on the video too.
Where's the robe? I don't have my judge robe on tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
I I used to do Karen's court. Man, she would have been good for Karen's court.
I did
It's
hear
hard to
that.
tap with all the yeah, because you have to tap
Yeah, hold
your
on. Let me switch. Let me see if I can switch it so I can. So they go like how they. Let's see.
hold on, I gotta get my notes.
I just want to bring one thing to Aunt Karen's attention. When you was in Gabby's box and you asked her about the picture, and she
Mm-hmm.
told you she only shared it to one mom, that is a lie. She dropped it in a group chat.
Yes, it was in the group chat that I was in, and
Yes,
Anthony was
and
in there too.
Anthony was in that group chat, and he has been considered a P3DO. So she bold-faced lied to you. She sent it into a group chat of multiple people.
Here it is. Not once.
Mm-mm.
3 times. Three
Yeah.
times that I can tell you that she for sure sent that picture out. 2 times to get mom help, and then the last time to try to clear her name when she sent it to Kendra.
I kind of want to throw something out there to Aunt Karen.
Go ahead.
Before y'all get too far into this, real quick, Melissa. Aunt Karen, there's been a lot of accusations being, a lot of intimidation coming from Gabi over the past several weeks to us, saying that there's been messages saying if we don't stop talking about her, that she's going to press charges, and there's open investigations. So because of the amount of times that she said it to me directly, I reached out to her local sheriff's department. And I do know that she does have an open investigation down there, that they're looking into 10 individuals that she named. But her going out, and I'm sure you're going to get messages from her as well. That's the only reason why I'm telling you this. I just, he's not told her to go out and reach out to anybody else. She's seeking this stuff out. And he's been made aware, of like the other side, like the truth of the matter. So I just felt like you needed to know that, so she doesn't try to tell you that she's going to come for you in that form. You understand what I'm saying?
Understand what you're saying, and I'm not worried about her doing that, because even if she does, like, it's frivolous. Like, I'll fly down there, that's fine. She wants to make a show out of it, that's fine for her. But like you said, it's really about first of all, everybody be careful on what you say and how you say it. This is strictly just
Opinion.
us having a conversation. We're not saying that anything is 100% fact. We're just looking at what's been presented and giving our opinions.
Yep.
And we're not asking anybody to bully or harass Gabi. We are just concerned for her son and the treatment, of course, of the animals that she left behind. Mm-hmm. And of course, I know that was a little bit ago, but also that's all. This is just concern. We're all just having a conversation. Gabi is more than welcome to come over here, but she has to follow the rules of what Melissa says.
Yep. I would let her talk and everything else and come up and all that, but she's not going to, be able to scream over everybody and intimidate us or try to, and all of that. Okay, so here's the, what camera? The box. I got everything tried to set up just right this time, so I'm not dropping everything everywhere. Okay, so this is back in their old apartment. And this was Gabi talking to Anthony, and they were talking about Carla's account.
Gabi, the first step is figure out Carla's account. Take it.
See, it's kind of hard to make out.
Guys, give me 2 minutes here, okay?
It's kind of hard to make out, but Anthony says we need to figure out how to get into Carla's account.
Go on there, Florida, stay down, that's okay. Gabi, the first step is figure out Carla's account. Take it.
And she says, shh.
Yep, I hear.
Yep. And so now she says that it was her excuse now was that she was trying to make sure that Carla was a real person. Well, I have been streaming her old lives around the same time, not every night, but a couple times a week. Carla is very much in her box, sending her stuff. She knew exactly who Carla was, but yet she now is telling people, I was trying to figure out if Carla was a real person. They were trying to get into her TikTok account to make sure she was a real person.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Carla, what did you you said you blocked her after?
Blocked her immediately after that. I was literally coming out of surgery. I had 8 surgeries within that year. She knew that I was in a vulnerable state, obviously. Like, I was in recovery and powered my phone back on and got swarmed with all of these notifications saying, Carla, please be careful. Carla, please. Like, and as soon as I seen it, like, I immediately felt sick to my stomach, because not only did I help Gabi, offered my house to her so that she would have a roof over Cameron's head, but I also purchased stuff for Cameron all the time, because the one thing I'm not going to see is another kid to go without.
And
Like,
see, that's the thing about the moms on this app that do what she does. They use their kids and manipulate people with that, because they know we don't want to see that. We don't want their kids to go without. That's where the support is really coming from. The support is really that we don't want to see the kids. And if
right,
she didn't have Cam, she wouldn't get the support at all.
right.
Yeah, it's
And I don't know, like, it took me, y'all can ask anybody. I haven't spoke on this. I don't care to come on the internet and speak against people. I'm not that person. I block and I move on. But to see this continue out is what made me just what Melissa a few weeks ago finally speak out about it. And it was on Villains Live. I get really bad social anxiety, y'all. Like, I don't do this. Like, I don't do this at all. But I can't keep watching her do this to so many people. Like, I just can't.
Carla, how much would you say you sent to her in total, whether it's gifts, whether it's buying things for Cam? How much would you say?
I've probably spent on her and Cam probably a good $400, if not more. To be honest, I don't know, because I was gifting her so that she would have money for Cam, food for Cam, Christmas gifts for Cam. I bought him his Halloween costume. Like, I just don't like to see kids go without it all.
And that was around the same time that she made wish list for his birthday and for Christmas. So it was, and she can listen. She's more than welcome to come in. We've already said that. And she opened them at Mimi's, because that's when they went to Florida. And I don't think after they were opened that nobody ever seen them again.
What made you want to offer her, and which is kind of you, what made you want to offer her a place to stay? Besides, like, did you trust that she was going to pay for rent? Was she going to?
So it was for a very short amount of time. It was just to hold her over while she moved from where she was to come down to Florida. It was only supposed to be for a couple of weeks. She promised me it would only be for a couple of weeks until they found their own place. We even, because we own several restaurants out here in Florida, we offered them, her and Aaron, both jobs at our restaurants, just so that they could be on their feet and running faster.
Wow.
And y'all, like, I've never felt more betrayed in my entire life. And Pity Paws, she was always beside me through all of this. And she knows when I walked away, like, I was just done for good.
She was. She did not come back online for a very long time. Even when I reached out to her, she wouldn't even respond. Gabi dragged her so bad. The whole time Carla was a mod for her, she stuck next to her and wanted just what was best for Cameron. That's all she ever wanted, what was best for Cameron. And let me tell you, that girl used Carla so bad. The countless hours that she modded for her alone, besides the monetary gifts and offering to open her home so that little boy had a place to stay for a chance of a better life. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Yeah, she definitely needs to address that. I know she's never really fully, besides making up excuses, but that's terrible. And I wouldn't even want.
And if I can add something,
Of course.
and I'll come back up later if you want, but I just want to add this. When Carla was going through all of her medical stuff, you would think that a creator would be worried about her mod. She did not care less.
No, she didn't check on me, y'all. Like, it was never a genuine, how are you doing? Are you doing any better? Knowing that I had been fighting in the hospital for over a year, like I have an autoimmune disease as well, so it's hard for my body to recover. And all that she cared about is what I could monetarily give her, if that makes sense.
Oh, that makes perfect sense, because that's how a lot of those, like, those type of creators, and I really don't even call her a creator, because she's just a scammer. Like, that's my opinion. She's a scammer. That's what she doesn't care, because you are no use to her. And that's why they were trying to do what they can, get into your account. You weren't any use to her at that point in time. She wasn't worried about it when you were giving her money. Yeah, it's purely transactional. She wasn't worried about it when you were giving her money. And then when you're in your time of need, she wasn't able to reciprocate.
Not only
And
that,
that's
when people would ask G how Carla was doing, she would basically shut it down. If it wasn't about G, it was about nothing. I don't know how many people would constantly ask how Carla was doing. Are you guys still going by Carla? Is she doing okay? Shut it down. Every time. Shut it down. Until Carla walked away. Then G had a lot to run her mouth about.
Yeah, and there was I'm not going to really say much on this one, but there was another mod that lost a very important person in her life, and the only thing she could do was ask for $35 to get her meds.
Carla, how did you feel when she put the photo of Cam in the group?
I told her that wasn't a good idea. There's so many people in there that she doesn't know anybody from anywhere. Like, everybody that was in there was pretty much social media friends, with the exception of Anthony. Anthony was the guy that was talking to her on that video that had said that they were going to take my account. He also had open charges of kissing, trying to do sexual acts on Aaron's niece's little sister. And I told her that wasn't a good idea, but I immediately, like, as soon as she did it, I sent it to CPS, because number one, I'm a mandated reporter. Nothing is ever going to, I'm never going to allow any kid to get any, like, be exposed like that. That is not right. I don't stand by any of that. I never will. But unfortunately, the CPS system is so messed up because of how many reports have been made on her. Now, unfortunately, it's all spammed as just people harassing her basically now. So they're not even, like, really even looking into anything because of how many times she's been reported.
I can confirm by talking to the investigators in Florida that there is currently an open investigation going on. There was some conversation held between me and the investigator, concerns about Cameron sleeping in the same bed with them in the evening times. And I was told by the investigator that she told him there were several people living in the house, and that's the reason why he sleeps in the bed with her.
Hold on, I didn't address something. We have covered this. We have covered this. Aunt Karen has not covered this. She has no idea. So she is getting we're filling her with the stop on my face with what we know and everything else. If you don't want to sit here and listen to it, then you are more than likely you can leave. Okay? Don't be blowing up mine or anybody else's inboxes saying that we've already covered this.
Be easy with the chat.
Right, we're just going over it right now.
Easy. Good evening, y'all.
So when you
How you doing?
when you reported it, what was Gabby's response? I know she lied. I know she was like, "Oh, it's currently, it was investigated," or the police. What was it to? What did people say in the chat?
Nobody really spoke on it besides me in that chat. It was pretty much just me, and Gabi just pretty much blew it off to, she's just a new mom trying to figure out why Cameron has this rash on his private parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, regardless of what that is, you shouldn't be sending that to people that you have no clue who they are in real life.
Mm-hmm. And I want to address something to the comments. We're all very intelligent people here. There is obviously nothing wrong with the child sleeping in the bed with their parents. But if this parent is willing to send photos of them with not covered in a random group chat, we can all logically sit here and think that there is other stuff that may be happening or that could potentially happen. So please don't.
And Aaron defended it too. We have a video of him defending her on it.
I would like to correct myself on that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with, co-sleeping with your children. But when she comes out of that bedroom and immediately goes live and brags about leftovers dripping down her leg, and we know that baby's in that room, that changes the ball game a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
If I can
Did y'all
jump in.
discuss the breastfeeding thing at all?
We just got here. We just got on here,
Oh,
Valentin.
my bad. I was busy all day. Somebody told me that they needed me in here, so I thought that I was coming in mad late.
Nope, we just got here. You were just in
Perfect.
time.
Perfect.
If I
My
can
bad.
just jump in, and Carla, you can pop in if you want.
Yeah.
But even back in, and this goes to show her patterns, even back in Illinois, when supporters would buy gifts, she would allow him to use them for a week, and she'd put them on Marketplace.
Yes, she would immediately turn around and post them on Facebook Marketplace.
And not only that, is on the other flip side, as far as Anthony, she allowed him, and everybody heard the video that's circled around with Anthony, with what Aaron said about Anthony. She allowed him to give C a bath. Why would you do that? When you are the parent there, why would you allow somebody else to give your child a bath when you're right there? When he's being accused of other activities, per se. Why? A concerned mother would never do that.
Absolutely
Never.
not. I mean, I was concerned even earlier, like the fact that this child, that Cam, goes to bed so early. I've never seen consistently goes to bed 6:30. Who does that? I've never seen that consistently.
He's admitted to giving him sleeping medicine.
So when I was a mod for her, I actually have messages that they sent in the group chat of the mods. Aaron did, exposing Gabi because Gabi was pissed at Aaron for overdosing Cameron on melatonin. And she threatened to have to go on live and have it to where Cam would be taken away from her.
And Benadryl.
Yes, I sent Feisty, or not Feisty, I'm sorry, Villain, all of the screenshots that I have. So she has everything.
She has recently stated, I've only been watching her for about 3 months, Aunt Karen. She's recently stated that she stopped giving him that and she's been giving him magnesium because the pediatrician told him the magnesium was better.
We debunked it because we seen she left the bottle on her counter and it was melatonin.
Well, I'm just saying, but she said publicly that she was giving him magnesium, and that's still not okay. That causes like restless leg syndrome and everything else if you're not deficient. And that could be the reason why he's waking up and stuff in the middle of the night, because restless leg syndrome is horrible, especially if you're not deficient.
Melatonin gummies, I know like melatonin gummies can give you nightmares, can give you like, I know a lot of people it doesn't work. It's not a forever solution. It's, you know, once a week, once or here and there when somebody really can't sleep, but it's not at every night kind of thing. And it's slowly, of course, you're going to build a tolerance for it. So like that's probably why she's adding the Benadryl, because
Terrible.
If I can just pop in here and say this quick, because I see it a lot in the comments. People, please, 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 I beg you, do not call CPS. People are already on it. The people that need to be involved with them and get stuff over and information over they've already been on it.
Thank you, Kitty, for saying that, because I was told directly by that caseworker that they are inundated with calls on her, and it makes it hard for them to determine what's going on. But I know directly speaking to that caseworker that they are working with her. I know that.
I said it the other day too. Somebody brought it up, and in my experience, mass reporting always has the opposite effect. And because I had that conversation with you, I know that they're already involved. Mass reports are not going to make it happen any quicker, y'all. It's not going to do something faster. It has the opposite effect. And when Gabi's saying she's being harassed, it gives some type of credibility to that. Just let the people that are already on it deal with it.
And that goes as far as the police department. Wherever she goes, please do not call and harass them places. That's not what everybody's goal is to do. The goal is just to allow people to come in so they don't go into her room and give her views. That allows people to come in to have a voice that normally would not have a voice.
Okay, I want to play this other video, what we were kind of talking about. This is other kind of stuff that she does on here.
And by the way, I'm still CUM down my legs. And yes, he used the extender. And every time I pee, it swells out even more.
Austin!
I need to get a paper towel.
Pour some cereal on it. We're gonna pour some milk on it. We're gonna eat out of the plunger.
You're mine. Seriously, this is what I'm doing next.
1K followers.
Too bad. Don't make fun of my okay?
And this is her mom content.
Y'all really did that in 5 minutes. I'm gonna need to repeat that.
You guys, one more rose from one different person, and I'll go to.
What in the world? Gabi, what? It's the truth. Short and sweet. Shelby's doing a dare.
Then and she just pretty much takes her shots and blah 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 from there. But there's more of lots of videos like that. Lots.
There's also a video that was from a while ago where she and Aaron just got done doing the deed. She had her legs straight up in the air, and Cameron walked in while she was naked, and she didn't try to cover herself up or anything.
That was right after she had just got her alcohol on the floor too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that video. There was something else that happened after So Carla, after you, what was that you listed, Melissa? There was was it the miscarriage?
Yeah, there's miscarriage. So this is what I have written down: mold, epoxy bath, the autism, Coco, begging money for Coco, and then going and getting the tattoo, the fake C&Ds, nummies, dry socket, the DV situation, Maddie, the stitches with C, recording Mimi and Bobby, waking up Cam to comfort a crying Gabi. Okay.
I want to see the waking her up, and then also the dry socket one too.
Oh, the dry socket's a doozy.
Oh,
Okay.
man, you're not ready for the dry socket, Miss Karen.
I know everybody was telling me about. I got in the epoxy. Yes.
Okay.
So while she's pulling that up, Aunt Karen, I just want to tell you again, I only started watching her about 3 months ago. I was streaming her because I kind of felt weird talking trash to the screen. So I started streaming her and we were all talking crap, together. She made some accusations against me saying I was calling CPS on her. I was actually trying to encourage people not to call CPS on her, but she was telling everybody while I started streaming her that, she was a vet tech, but she never got certified and all these things. And I offered to pay for her to go get her vet tech certification multiple times. And she just kept on and on and on with me. But one day after her miscarriage, she was like super manic all over the house. And Cameron was literally cooking tortillas on the stove by himself. And I felt the need then as a mandated reporter here in Ohio to make the phone call then. You know what I mean? Because, he was literally cooking on a skillet. You know what I mean? But she's got him out there playing in puddles of water with cords dripped all through him and everything else.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Villain, did you post that?
No.
It was on somebody's. It was on one of the pages. Somebody had sent that to me.
Yeah, you left Feisty, I love you. Gabi, Feisty was being respectful and streaming her, and Gabi took to her live saying that, Feisty was talking negatively about her kid, which she was not. Feisty attempted to go into her box, Gabi's box, to correct it, and Gabi was calling her names and such. It was gross because she wasn't doing anything wrong, and that's what she has a habit of doing, actually, is blaming people, telling her audience, getting them riled up, saying that we've done X, Y, Z when we hadn't, and it just steamrolls from there. Do you guys have the bullshit cases? Finds out in here?
No, I tried to get a hold of her, but
I'll text her.
I seen her in here a few minutes ago. Hold on a minute.
I do know. It sounds like Aaron is in here, and I'm sure Gabi is listening, or she will listen. I did see the video of them being stalked, or you guys being stalked. I don't believe that anybody. You guys aren't that famous, and I guarantee you, nobody was standing out there knowing exactly what time you were leaving that hotel, and also had the camera ready, just angled perfectly to watch you walk out. I've been on the app for a long time. I have twice as many, if not as many followers as you guys, and nobody has ever. Oh, Officer K, this is who I was telling you guys about too.
can you comment?
But anyways, I have never had somebody record me at all like that, so I really doubt that that's happened.
Hold on. It was in April, right? The dry socket, because that I have to get that one on YouTube. His birthday. When's his birthday? April. No, Aaron's birthday.
Oh. It just passed, didn't it? February. It was Super Bowl Sunday, wasn't it?
February. Okay.
Hey, Karen.
If I can go ahead and explain something before you show the epoxy part. Now, I've done epoxy tumblers for a long time. In order to get the epoxy off a cup, you have to soak them in acetone. Well, that's what most people do, is soak them in acetone. They will take a paper towel and they'll wrap it, the cup, and then they'll take and put it in a baggie and put the acetone in the baggie. So the paper towel gets soaked on it, and it's wrapped around the cup, of course, and they zip tie it sealed, and they'll put it in a 5-gallon bucket. Some other people take a 5-gallon bucket, put the cups inside the 5-gallon bucket, and pour acetone on top of them, put a sealed top on the 5-gallon bucket, and put it like outside overnight. They have to soak for almost 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To really come off good.
Yeah, she didn't do all that.
No.
And she did it. So she did it, and she put it in the bathtub, right? And then she never cleaned out the bathtub. And so there was epoxy in the bathtub. And then instead of, when she went to go get Cam a bath, she started the water and then put him in the water. So it was epoxy water.
Mm.
Well, I also made tumblers for 7 years, and her putting that epoxy in that bathtub like that, when that hot water was run in that bathtub, all that epoxy, all it takes is for it to heat up for it to like melt. You know what I mean? So he was pretty much bathing in epoxy, and it soaks up in your pores. I had to stop making cups because it was making me sick.
Mm.
And not only that, if she did soak it in acetone, and then she poured the 5-gallon bucket into the bathtub with that acetone, if she did not rinse out the bathtub, obviously she didn't, because if there was epoxy left in there, there was dried acetone, and who knows, I wasn't in that bathroom, so I don't know if there was a puddle of acetone or whatever in the bathtub. But if they put him in there even with hot water, do you know how bad that's going to hurt that baby? That would give him a rash itself.
Melissa, February 9th, 2024.
I got it. I just got to find which one. There's a couple of them. Hold on.
I just want to say real quick, Officer K, if you're still in here, we're having a conversation, just giving our opinions on a mom on here who we believe, this is just our opinion, it has shown child neglect, animal abuse, cruelty, and a few other things. And if you, I don't know if you have the time, I know you've been busy, but if you are able to come up and you want to come up, just let it be known, so we can get your opinion. And that's all we're doing. We're just getting opinions.
Okay. So if you have earbuds in, anybody that has earbuds in, turn them down or take them out. Telling you that right now. Watch out, Lily. So she just was pretty much complaining about how she got her tooth pulled and it was starting to hurt, and then she walks away.
Oh my God, it hurts. Not today, not today, not today, not today, not today, not today, not today.
I'm going to kind of fast forward a little bit, because it's a lot, but.
Dude.
And Cam, yeah, Cam was here too, they said.
Yo, bro. Motherfucker. Oh. Oh my God. 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 Oh. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Ah! Oh. Oh. Oh, it hurts. Oh. Oh.
I can't. Y'all look at Carrie. I was so glad I was muted because I was cackling.
I just wish we could have seen it.
And then she calls 911. So it goes on like this about 20, 25 minutes. It gets louder and comes down, but then Aaron comes home and pretty much says, "What the fuck is your problem?" And then she goes or whatever. Yeah. Yep. So that was. Oh. Yeah, so that's that. And then she goes to the hospital and they give her pain pills. And then she was fine. She was fine the next day. After that.
Did she show that she went to the hospital and got like the discharge?
She showed she showed that to the
Someone
hospital.
asked her for discharge.
No, not that. I know that one. Did she get actual discharge papers for that one?
I asked for
I can't
discharge papers,
remember.
and I got toilet paper discharge.
Facts. Big facts.
I want to see when Aaron comes in.
Hey,
Okay.
Karen. Hi, everyone. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Go for it.
Y'all don't know me. Let me count so y'all can see my face. Y'all don't know me. Hi, I'm Rose. I like to do recaps on another side of TikTok. Can you tell me the name of this person that y'all are speaking of right now?
Okay, this is Gabi Jacobson. And so this is Rose. So Rose, this is she's a scammer, and this is our opinion. She's a scammer. She does things like these theatrics for money. She has a son who she claims is autistic, but she's been trying to get free services and things like that. And so right now we're recapping a time and just going over her antics, where she says she had a dry socket. So all that screaming was from when she got her tooth pulled. She's lied about having miscarriages. She would ask people to send her money and buy toys for her kids and then put it on, or her son, and then put it on Marketplace. So there is a lot going on.
Yeah, you said her name, Gabi?
Gabi, Gabi, Jacobson.
For Gabrielle Jacobson, or if you just search Drama Twins.
Yeah.
There's two of
So
them.
this is a lot. She, and just so y'all know, Rose is on a whole different side of TikTok, so she recaps stuff too, and so she's trying to just see what's going on as well.
Hey,
Yeah,
Melissa.
we're a different beast on my side. So, okay, so there was a video, because I've been watching for a little bit, trying to gather up the
That's right.
information. And I saw a video that Miss Melissa was showing, and before she said it, she said something about melatonin. Can you tell me again what happened with the melatonin, and how old is the baby?
He's 4. And I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Yeah,
When we were talking about her giving him melatonin and like this,
So
Aaron
been doing it to him
overdosed
since he
him
was
on
2.
melatonin.
Oh, there you go. Carla was talking about it. Yeah.
Aaron overdosed him on melatonin because Gabi would, at this time, Cameron, she was allowing him to stay up all the night. And so he was trying to get him onto a sleep schedule. Aaron overdosed him on melatonin. Gabi found out about it, threatened to go on live and have people report them to CPS so that Cameron could be taken away from both of them.
And she was upset that he was sleeping. He was sleeping when she was gone. She pretty much wanted him sleeping when she was home.
They wanted to make a gingerbread house, was it? Carla?
Yes, yes. She went to Walmart. It was at 9:30 at night. She went to Walmart to go get ornaments for a tree, to get a gingerbread house to make.
Right.
And she was pissed because Aaron gave him like 3 melatonins, and she told him that he was drugging that baby. That was more than what he was supposed to have, all because he wanted to go out and DoorDash is why he gave him that medication.
I just want to say something real quick while the camera's right there. You see that cabinet to the left of that microwave where the refrigerator is? You see that top cabinet right there to the left of the microwave, right by the refrigerator?
Yeah.
He opens that cabinet door right there. It has 2 Tupperware bowls in it that is slap full of prescription medication. Some of it
None of them have the lids on.
Some of it does not have the lids on it. Some of it is controlled substances. Some of it is in liquid form. And some of it is given to the baby. And she has also admitted to giving Benadryl to the dog because it was recommended to be given to the dog by the vet. So she also, you could tell when she gives it to the dog because Coco is a very active, hyper-breed dog. But when she gives it to the dog is like still, not moving. Even when they're up and moving around, the dog is sleeping. And she has owned that. She said the vet told her to give Benadryl.
Yeah, she actually got trazodone for the dog before they moved. It was supposed to be used in the motel and on the drive down to Florida. That's it. But she used it all up before I even think they got to the motel, and she had to get another prescription.
Okay, real quick. If you're new here, I just request that you watch Gabi there's currently a blackout with her after her last fake miscarriage. We started to do a blackout, so we made accounts specifically to stream her. There's a bunch of them. There are streamers all over the place. So if you are new to Gabi, just watch from somebody streaming her.
And then also, Rose, she sent I guess somehow her son got a scratch on his
Yes.
private area, and she sent or a rash, and she sent the photos to a group chat of her mods who she's not met in person or anything, and that photo got to a person who was allegedly on the list or is being investigated to be on the list.
The husband's on the list.
The husband's on the list.
If I
And
can just hop in for a second, because
Go ahead.
I'm not sure if
Predators.
I'm not sure if
Yes.
if we can hold the comments so this person can ask his question. I will not touch this subject because it pisses me off. It goes from 0 to 100 in less than a second. Austin, are you still in here?
Carla, do you want me to drop your screenshots to Ann Karen while we're live?
Yes, please.
Or Rose?
Yes,
Yeah, can
you
you
can
show?
do both of them.
Are your Instagrams in your bios?
mine is just Aunt Karen 0.
Oh, yeah.
My Instagram is thegardenIam._.
Gotcha.
I have not seen him comment yet, and I'm not sure. I did not hear it in the live before, Melissa. But Austin wanted to bring up this subject. Austin, are you in here yet?
Well, if you don't feel comfortable, whatever it is, we can wait. We got,
Well, it's how, and a lot of you will know, how Gabi said her little, whatever she wanted to call it, how she explained biracial.
He's here.
Oh, she said, so what Austin said was there was a live where Gabi was explaining how biracial people are. And
I got
she
that.
said,
Yeah, I have that video.
Yep.
she said that you take white milk and chocolate milk and you pour them together and that's how biracial people are made. And when she got called out for being racist because of that, she said, I can't be racist. I've had black peen before.
As the mother of a biracial child, she can fuck all the way off.
All the way
And
off.
I also have I have 2 biracial kids, and I would never ever tokenize, number one, my husband. I would never tokenize my kids ever.
Amen.
She can fuck all the way off.
Thanks.
Oh, she had some black peen. Good to know. Good.
I think it's this one right here.
I sent both of y'all a DM. I can't send screenshots until you approve it.
Okay.
Yep.
We put our kids to work at 5. Indian now. Or the tribe.
Oh wait, maybe it's not. This is another one, not the right one. But
You're racist.
yep. There we go, right here.
Why don't you go back fucking black people, dumbass?
Aaron!
Talking about her sister.
No, I gotta mute.
Stop!
What? She wants to talk, I'll talk 10 times harder.
Aaron! What the fuck, dude?
She's smirking though. Look at, she's smirking.
Aaron to the front.
The sister that he went for first.
Aaron, come up to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class. We got to talk.
Watching him with the dry socket.
That man is spineless. She gets on that live on a daily basis and carries his testicles around in her back pocket.
No, that's right.
He needs to stand up for nothing else but that baby. He works 3 full-time jobs. He has to come home and clean that house and cook his own food and everything else. And he needs to. He is a spineless human.
I concur.
She also think, real quick, she thinks domestic violence is hilarious.
Yep, I got that video too. This is, yeah. We could just sit here all night just watching the videos. So it,
What's wrong? What'd you do? Were you messing with it? I literally just left like not even 20 minutes ago. You were fine. So what do you want me to do? Go back to the dentist? Call them.
see, she,
I don't know what you
now
want
she,
me to do.
you seen how she was screaming, or you heard how she was screaming, right? Now watch when she comes over to her phone.
Her phone's dead. Just left.
I know that dog tired.
Mm-hmm. That dog's got bad anxiety.
First off, this should not be
And then there she is. And it's pretty much, that's just, you know, how it goes with that. See. Where am I?
I want to say for the record that she's still standing 10 toes down on that miscarriage because she's wearing that necklace to this day that she got. It's so funny to me that, you know, she had a miscarriage and the very next day she was gifted a memorial style necklace from a friend, you know, like within 12 hours. But
Right.
she's still standing 10 toes down on that. She wears that necklace. She pulls at it and plays on it. She's very good at her craft. She's really good at what she's doing.
So they said I was reading. So I'm a comic cousin officially, but the comic cousin said that she is supposed to be a service dog. That dog is a service dog.
Oh no,
She wants her to be. She raised funds for her to be, but she's not.
Passed off paperwork when they were staying in a motel that she forged that Coco was a service dog.
so she can keep the dog in the motel.
She also stole a story from a young man on a foundation to try to get funding for a service dog. Somebody here on TikTok reached out to that foundation. I'll have to go on my Instagram and find the messages. But she sent me the messages. Dylan, you might have them if you
I
want.
got them too. Yeah. You want those too?
Yeah, but she stole a whole story from a young man, and she currently has 3 active GoFundMe's to this day, trying to raise money for Coco to become a service animal.
Hey, Melissa, do you have that video with me so then people can clearly see what she thinks about her supporters?
A comic cousin said. A comic cousin said that she stole an acceptance letter. What is that? Stole an acceptance letter from a child.
Pretty much, yeah. She had one of her mods edit a document about the child, and she fails every time she tries to make fake documents. That's terrible. She gets caught every time.
I see the Indian comment, y'all. I'm gonna pause real quick so I can get the screenshots real quick on Instagram. Give me 1 second.
She also had one of her former moderators help her create cease and desist letters from a no longer.
They created a whole fake law firm, Feisty,
a whole
and turned in multiple times to court fake evidence.
Yes, and that's currently an open investigation down in Cape Coral.
Pity Paws, do you know where I can find it offhand?
Oh gosh.
Put it on your several times trying to get a restraining order on with fake evidence.
Correct. Find Out is one of the women that she tried to take to court multiple times and failed.
The video of Casey, the video of the one where Pity Paws confronts her pretty much, and she said, "I don't need your supporters," or yeah.
It's also speculated that she is abusing her prescribed medication for ADHD. She will be standing there in front of the camera, talking to us, and all of a sudden she's got to go to the bathroom, and she comes out, and her nose is all red, and her pupils are shooting out of her eyes, and all the things. It's speculation. It's hard to prove because it's a prescribed medication to her, but you can definitely tell that she's abusing it.
Yeah, there's
Villain, I accepted your request, Villain.
Especially since she denied CPS to count her pills.
Right, because CPS came down and she wouldn't let them count her pills.
Yep. And she admitted that. She admitted that on live, that she wouldn't let them count her pills. Because nobody's
where she told us that she flushed them down the toilet to try to set us up and make us look dumb.
I actually just sent that video to Feisty a couple of days ago because it was good for the investigator to see that she makes up and lies in order to get reactions.
She's also had CPS resources coming in the home to help with her son, who she claims is on the spectrum.
Y'all talking about trash bag pics as well?
Yes, so Cameron, when she was on live, y'all, she wasn't paying attention to Cameron, and Cameron climbed into a trash bag. There is a video that's out there too of that where Cameron is sitting inside
seriously,
the trash bag.
we'll be here
I just sent it. That's in the screenshots that I just sent y'all.
Well, and the fact that the other morning she was on live, well, I don't know if it was morning, afternoon, whichever. And she clearly took a Starbucks card to the bathroom.
Yes.
And then came back from the bathroom and put it down. And when she was called out for it in her chat, she's like, "Oh, do you want to know the amount on my Starbucks card?" Like, girl, you really took your Starbucks card to the bathroom with your phone on live to see the amount that was on there? Get out.
You can hear her snorting in the freaking off the Maytag the other night in the garage, plain as day.
100%.
But she was, they keep saying in the chat, she was also convicted of DV against Aaron, and there's a video out there where her and Danny are boxed up together talking about it, and they're laughing and carrying on about it. I wasn't watching her then, but they're blowing this chat up, so I'm trying to make sure that you guys get questions from out of the chat.
Oh, I had this whole thing.
Good Lord.
Ed.
It's gonna be a long night.
Okay, so the I seen the screenshot just
Here's
now.
a good one.
The
Hold on.
trash bag.
It was a
Why the
moving
trash
bag.
bag look like it's sealed?
Yeah, so you know those moving bags that like you pack when you're moving that
And you
you're
can suck
supposed
them down.
Yeah, you need to take the air out of. That's what it is. She must have
Was
not
it
been
zip?
paying attention and the kid went in the bag.
It still had clothes in it.
Yeah.
And I think he was just playing with the bag of clothes and he got down inside of it. But the problem is kids play. We know that kids play.
Yes.
But she's so hyper focused on entertaining that screen.
That's right.
She's not seeing him.
Amen.
He has climbed up on top of a counter and almost fallen down. Her sister was literally screaming at her to get the baby. And she wasn't even paying her sister no attention. She just gets hyper focused on this screen right here.
Nothing but the live. It's
Okay, I want to show.
unfortunate.
I want to show this one before I move on because I had the one pulled up, but this is a good one that just.
I've got something to say, y'all.
This is
only scared of M and
hold on.
M's boyfriend and also son of an M.
Chloe, did you want to stay here with Aaron, or did you want to go with us?
I want to stay, so Cameron wanted me.
And she does not have a black eye. It's obviously mascara.
Okay, would Aaron ever hurt you?
No.
Do you feel safe with Aaron?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Even when you spent the night, you always felt safe. Did you not, or did you feel scared?
I just feel safe.
You
Right.
did?
Don't read the comments, please.
Don't read the comments. Just look at me. Do you feel safe with Aaron?
Do you feel safe with Gabi? Yeah, child's got something.
So for content, that little girl is her daughter, and when she stays the night over at Gabby's house, she sleeps in the night with Aaron, and sleeps in the bed with Aaron and Cam.
This is when they got 100% of my attention.
Hold up. Aaron, the grown ass man who on the offenders list.
No, he's not
on the offenders. No, he's not on the offenders list. But that's Cam. That's the little boy's dad. That's Gabby's fiance, husband, boyfriend, person.
We need to give Karen some attention because she's no better than Gabby. Karen also exposed herself on a live stream with Gabby and the Hawks. We met Mildred that night. It was ridiculous. Karen was troop mom for the Girl Scouts down there in Florida, but she was dancing on the table and lifted her blue dress all the way up, ma'am. All the way.
Okay, but real quick, we do have to talk about asking a little girl if she's scared of a grown man on camera while in front, like that's terrible. That's bad parenting
Put her
101.
back into a corner. She was in the dark outside the front door, backed up against the wall. Gabby was on one side of her. Karen was on the other side. They both had been drinking. Okay. They both had been drinking and they questioned her outside, but you could tell by the way they were talking to her that they had talked to her prior to putting her on the camera.
Oh, absolutely.
Child
They
grooming.
prepped that girl. And that's a shame. They had to prep her. And somebody said, and Aaron was there. First of all, kids, we all know that kids will say anything if you prep them for it. Okay, so what she doing that didn't prove anything, and that all it proved was that they're bad. That they're bad people.
Yep. So I just
Grooming.
make note of this account because if you want to go back and watch any others, it's just Drama Twins of TikTok. They have a lot of old videos on here.
Maybe that's where I had saw it earlier. The other videos.
Might have. This has a lot between her and her twin sister, but let's see. We want. Oh gosh.
No, she didn't block me yesterday, y'all.
I gave you a synopsis in Instagram.
So, shout out to the comic cousins that's correcting me, giving me information. Woo, this is a lie.
Oh yeah, it is.
More. Fake. Her and her sister fake seizures. The whole nine. They've collected over $20,000 from the special needs.
Oh,
Hold
on,
what is that video right there on the side with her standing on the side?
This one?
No, right below, right against the white wall, right there. She's like on the side. Look, you about to take a mugshot photo. Just below, right there in the middle, next to it.
What
Yep,
like she putting on mascara?
The one where
Oh, that's
Danny's
right there, right
that's her
there.
sister. That's her sister. She's getting ready
No,
to
I know
dance.
that's Danny, right?
Yep.
What is she doing there?
Danny, she's dancing.
Oh,
They just yeah. Okay, so this is a good one too. Watch this. This was a couple months ago. No, not about 6 months ago.
Think. Yep.
Yeah, she was battling somebody. On live. They had to fast forward it. Your face.
FYI, she's in her live right now threatening to unalive, saying, no wonder people do it. I'm not going to do it, but no wonder people do it.
You know
Right
what?
now?
She did this after her little miscarriage thing that night too. She sat on that couch and told Aaron, "Just give me the keys. I want to take a ride to the beach. Just let me take a ride to the beach." She emotionally exploits that little boy. She wakes him up in the middle of the night, Karen, just to comfort her. Just to comfort her. If she's getting called out too much, she will purposely go in there and start slamming doors when that baby wakes up, just to hold. And she cries in front of him. It's sick. It's sick.
After she just said that about the no wonder people do that. No wonder people.
Is she on sub only because I don't see her?
Well, she ended really abruptly in the middle of one of those. No wonder people. And there she went.
keep showing us.
Thinking on the majority of us white people, we don't act like this, y'all. I promise we don't.
Hey, we on the black side of TikTok. Y'all acting crazy. Okay.
I hate that crossed my mind on the flick. I said, damn.
She cleans the inside.
Hey, y'all gotta be careful.
Listen, she cleans the inside of her toilet bowl with her toothbrush.
Mm-hmm. She did.
That's some white people shit.
No, we don't claim this.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
We don't claim that.
Real quick, you guys were talking about her waking him up to comfort her while she cries. There is a video out there of her waking him up, standing over his bed, wearing a clown mask, just to scare
That's what I'm trying to. I need to find that one.
Okay.
Do you know where that one is?
I thought Betty White had it, but I could be
Her account
wrong.
got taken down, so it's not on this. It's not on her new one.
Look on Exposing Gabrielle Jacobson. I know she's got it too. I've got it somewhere, but I can't. I'm looking for it.
If you find it, text it to me, find out, and I'll send it through their Instagrams.
I mean, there are tons of little things that she does. I mean, that's not a little thing, but there are.
Aaron looked bad. I'm sorry, that man is not attractive at all.
Yeah, I'll just keep my opinion.
I will say until the day I die, that is not a straight man.
Really?
I don't know.
Really?
All
right, that's all I needed. I'll leave the box for somebody.
Appreciate you, Septum.
No worries.
This is when they were about ready to be evicted. They were supposed to be packing.
What the hell? Girl.
Oh my goodness.
We do not claim her.
Or the extender man.
No.
That's West Virginia white right there, y'all.
Easy. I like some people from West Virginia. They don't act like this.
So white.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, here's about the domestic violence.
Oh.
Did I pause it?
if we show this to you, listen.
I need to go to the hospital. Told me I shouldn't be with your sister anymore.
Okay, listen to me, okay? Just listen to me, okay?
Trigger warning.
Yes.
The hospital, you're like, hey, I'm single. I don't come for me.
No, I didn't say that. Okay, listen to me, okay?
No, I didn't.
After I beat the living shit out of him, they called me. Oh, I bit him.
No, he was bleeding. His right here, he was bleeding. His lip was bleeding. And then Gabby ran, and I got that phone call. I'm like, no, Aaron, you're lying. You are lying. She is not in jail. Yeah, I called. Yep, they're arresting her right now.
Melissa, what about the one just the other night where she said if she was lesbian and with a woman, she would bitch slap her?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Didn't see that one.
But I know from experience you don't want to fight no lesbian. I'm just saying.
Now, what's that?
That's where she bit him. Like, took a chunk out of him. Come back, find out. Come back.
A little bit, just a little bit. I missed it.
If you're not following my Lord Splitter account, if I get banned, that's where I'll be.
When she bit me.
What region of the body is that?
In his arm.
Oh my God.
Wow.
The account that does the Dear Diaries.
You got some sharp nails. Yeah. I mean,
They think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because of it. Yeah. You did some damage. Gabby, that's bad. No.
After I did that, when I got out of jail, I went to a crisis center. And
Right away.
I came home.
Well, the judge actually.
Have I ever done that?
From it, she has never since that day. I had to defend my sister. She has not put one hand on that man.
So that right there says, this is from Emily. Which would have been Aaron calls her his niece, but it's his best friend's little daughter, right? And this was the one that was she was dating Anthony. But this text says, okay, not 2 days ago, but within the last 2 weeks, I was pissed off at him because he had told you not to yell at Cameron on live. They're talking about Aaron on live. You got mad. You told him, really, Aaron, we could get DCFS called on us, and then it turned into an argument, and you hit him and got mad at him, and then it was a big fight for nothing. You did hit him and you got all mad.
Not one hand ever again.
So they're saying that she's never touched him again, but there's proof that it was different. That's not true.
Do you see me going to the store? Do you see me getting expensive shoes?
Oh, this is when they were in the motel and she was so broke.
It's all going to my son and our movie.
She got all these new diamond arts all the time. Alcohol. And it was not just alcohol you go from a liquor store. It was alcohol from the motel. So it was expensive.
To get my nails done. Do you want to see my toes?
No.
Would you like to see my fucking toes? Shut up. Me and Aaron just took a drug test in the home.
This was after CPS came.
Right in front of the CPS.
Which, by the way, she recorded the CPS worker when they were at her house, and she played it on live for everybody. And then she got busted recording the court cases too.
Here's Aaron's, and here's mine. Guess what? I was positive for a
because she's prescribed them.
dumbass. Guess what? Cameron's still here. Oh, he's like, here you go. You can keep this. I don't need it. Who wants to listen to the report? Because I have it on recording.
70 cases opened before you left. Hang on,
let him finish.
Yeah, once I type, we'll be good. And you left.
Can you play them
This is
dancing to birthday
This is a
sex?
CPS. Hold on. This is a CPS worker. Say that again. Find out.
Video of Danny slow grinding to birthday.
Is that CPS in Florida?
Yes.
Florida's a two-party
Listen.
state. That's against the law right there.
Listen.
Yeah.
70 cases opened before you left.
Hang on, let him finish.
Yeah, once I type, we'll be good. And you left before you were supposed to do a drug test. You drink daily. And you have something called Scooby Snacks. 3 livers. It says Gabrielle and Aaron recently moved to Florida, to Lee County. Said you were evicted from Chicago 2 times. And is stating it is due to mold and suing the apartment, and constantly states on TikTok that she will clean them out.
I'm not showing you the CPS worker. That I cannot do.
In the apartment.
I'm just letting you
It
listen.
says that you refuse to work and live off the government and begs people on social media for money.
Shut up.
That being full out my
I do.
Shut up. I can't.
Okay.
I gotta type. Just hold on.
I'm sorry.
Alright, well, we'll have to do the old fashioned way of handwriting because that's dead.
So that's pretty much basically it. That I drink on a daily.
Yeah, and then she just goes on a big rant. I will point them in the right direction on the Danny video, but I just kind of want to focus on Gabi though.
Scruples, if you're in here, can you send me the video of the clown? I'm trying to go through your page, but I don't know what it looks like.
This was when she went to the emergency room.
Can I go home? I feel better now that I got fluids in.
Okay, we don't. That was Danny.
Lisa, what's num nums? What happened with num nums?
Yeah, I will show you. I know we're getting there, guys. I see you all. I promise. I see you all in the comments. We got there. This is just a lot. Okay. Okay. So num nums is a new thing that he's been starting to say in the last 2 months. Would you guys say 2 months, 3 months? And this is what happens when he does it. Let me find it.
No, I do not think Davey's my.
Do you have it here? So he's been pulling up her shirt, and saying num 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 nums, mommy. A second.
There's actually one video. I don't know if that's the one you're looking for, Melissa, but you can literally hear. You know how like when a baby's suckling, when they let go, you get that suction sound. You can literally hear the sound like of the release. He's not doing it to her. He's doing it to Aaron.
Melissa, I'm not trying to like make you do like pull another video, but show the one where he's on the couch. They're on the couch, and he goes right for it, and he says, "I'm like daddy. I'm like daddy."
I don't know where it is.
I don't have to prove anything to you.
Little Reds has it. Probably good.
He also says he has his little iPad or whatever, and she does not monitor what he watches on the iPad.
Nope.
He is a huge fan of Sonic, but he is not watching Sonic like what we would watch, like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's watching the Chinese version of Sonic, Sonic.
It's an adult version of Sonic,
Yeah,
and it's
it's
not
like
on kids' YouTube. Like he's watching
It's
adult
called
YouTube.
Sonic. SHIN Sonic.
Hey, Melissa, I'm going to drop down in a neat little package. So but somebody else in the chat, I can't scroll. Was it you, stupid creep? You said you had it? All right, but I'm going to drop down. And just remember, guys, no matter what, don't call C total effect, like opposite effect on it. Do not call the Great Wolf Lodge. Do not call the tattoo parlor. Do not call the police department. People.
And stay out of her live. Watch from a restream.
I'm just
Please.
gonna I'm going to piggyback off of what Pitty just said because I spoke to that investigator. His investigation is based off of aggravated stalking, Aunt Karen, and it's because of the repeated calls to CPS. Supposedly somebody sent something to her house, and they're like dropping her address all over the place and things of that nature. He sent 10 subpoenas here to TikTok for 10 accounts that she named. And that is what he is investigating himself. So if you guys are doing all that stuff, you need to leave it alone because I know with 100% certainty that he is looking at 10 accounts. So if you're one of them, you need to knock it off.
Yeah, don't get yourself in trouble on some dumb stuff. Don't do that. I understand that she's giving out her own address, but if you're sending stuff and harassing her, you're only going to get yourself in trouble. Don't do that.
Also, he conveniently left out any accounts that she made herself when requesting subpoenas.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know that's right.
What is this Cam dancing on the counter?
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Cam has also drank alcohol out of her cup.
Aunt Karen, Cam dancing on the counter. Okay, her and Danny, her twin sister, was doing a battle on TikTok, and Gabby's back was in the phone. I meant toward Cameron. Her face was in the phone, and Cameron climbs up, and he's like 2, maybe 2.5, because they was still in Illinois. And Cam's up on the counter about to go flying, and Danny is literally screaming at her.
Yeah, that was in Florida.
Yep. Hold on, I got this one. All right.
Was it in Florida?
Yep, it was in Florida. Hold on.
I thought it was in Illinois.
No, it's not.
Who ate dog treats today?
I don't know.
In the comments?
No idea. All right, listen.
Cam, no.
And then she moves the phone.
Gabi, if you want to.
Yeah, start mixing what?
So they're saying that Cam ate dog treats this morning.
I guess. I don't know. I didn't know about that. I didn't hear about that. Yeah, and then okay, so then he goes in that video, he's lifting up her shirt and then he's trying to say, I'm like daddy.
It's only an assumption, but I was watching her earlier this evening and I noticed it being said a lot and I thought the same thing. She made a big old plate of biscuits and gravy and all that good stuff tonight. She tried to get Cameron to eat. For some reason or another, she fed him back in his bedroom while she sat at the table and entertained the live, but he didn't want to eat that. And then all of a sudden, she, she was like, I'm gonna go lay Cam down. She ended the live and left, and it is speculated that she may have nursed him to sleep because he was in bed asleep before 7. It was like 6:15, 6:30ish or so. So there's a lot of speculation that she's still nursing him because you really don't see him eating a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Add to that real quick that Gabby only breastfed him for the first couple weeks of his life. That was it. So this is something that she started all over again, within the last couple of months.
So she's trying to relactate?
That's something.
Yeah, theory is that would have helped her pass off her last fake pregnancy. It would help the story. See, I'm making milk. So of course I was
She actually
pregnant.
she actually had pump bottles?
No. That, like I said, I'm just assuming that's what she was, because him trying to nurse is very new behavior that coincides with this last fake miscarriage.
Yep, I agree.
He's 3.
4.
Well, I mean, even if she had, I mean, you're not going to get full milk production out of a miscarriage like that far. Like you would have to be very far along to get milk production.
He's also voluntarily taking prenatal vitamins, though.
Can I also add that so before all of this started with her breastfeeding again, or allegedly breastfeeding again, there was an original live that she did probably like a year and a half ago, where she did claim that she never breastfed Cam at all. But when these allegations started, she said that she did breastfeed him for a couple of weeks. So she flips her stories all the time.
Weeks ain't gonna cause all that though, baby. It's gonna slow down. If she ain't really producing milk like that, and she's an alcoholic and she be on rugs, so it's not given that she's gonna just be out here just
at all.
But she's actively trying to have another baby. Okay, so she takes prenatal vitamins and everything else because she said that the doctor told her that it would help her get pregnant. She also thinks that Mucinex will help her with pregnancy and things of that nature. But what she's doing is it's intentional. And I want to reiterate, she was not pregnant this go round. She was not pregnant. It was not a freaking chemical pregnancy or none of that. I've worked in medical scheduling for a very long time. And when she showed her my chart, you can 100% tell, Aunt Karen, that it was not a real my chart. It was, when you go into your my chart, when you make a doctor's appointment, put in the notes on the doctor's appointment, what's going on with you and things. She showed us the notes section of where she went in and, attempted to make an appointment. You know what I mean? The coding and everything else that she produces for Cameron is outdated. It's not coding that we use now, and I'm encoding. So, some of us, she thinks we're just stupid.
That's the same with the autism paperwork, too.
Does anybody have the paperwork, the screenshot of the autism paperwork she showed?
Yeah, I can send it to you on Instagram. I send it to Bill.
It's hard to read on here, so you probably want it sent to you so you can.
But she didn't come in and start talking about HCG cells until we were all live the night of the supposed miscarriage, and we were talking about, they would have tested her HCG levels to see how far along she was and all this stuff. And the very next day, she came back and said, "Well, they never tested my levels," and we know as women, up until you're in your 60s, if you go to the emergency room for a splinter, they're testing you to see if you're pregnant. And it was
she said that in my box after the second time that she came into my box. And I told her, she said that the HCG levels, and I said, absolutely not. You would still have an HCG level to this day. It was like a week after it. And she kept going, but she showed the HCG level was negative at that ER visit. She would have still had one. And she tried to get in my box, and it did not go well because she lied.
There was another time she faked a pregnancy too, where she used one of her ex-mod's pregnancy tests that was positive, and she showed it on live to claim.
Rose, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, Rose.
Listen, Aunt Karen, she is so invested in this live for this. She went to Google and Googled discharge, and she took pictures of discharge.
Yes,
She took pictures of discharge off of Google, like a woman's discharge, Miss Rose. Your jaw's fixing to hit the floor, okay? And she showed it multiple times on a live stream and was trying to pass it off to us as a miscarriage.
Cells. She saw cells.
Was it because of the Mucinex?
No, I will say,
I'm sorry.
you connect.
You know what? It might have been. It just might have been. And I know I saw it because it wasn't the real. It wasn't the her finger. It was
The fingernail was
painted.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. We asked for discharge papers. She gave us somebody else's discharge.
Y'all.
It's
Here
Mucinex.
for Rose's facial expression.
Let's not forget the whole week right after getting out
Tissue.
of the
You're right. My
car,
bad, Rachel.
she was dancing, clam slamming,
Mm-hmm.
all kinds of shit. You know, put on her little cheerleading outfit that her tits hang out at the bottom of.
Keeps going back to. And y'all said that something about the little boy was making suckling noises, but he was doing it to the father.
Mm-hmm.
Like mouth on part.
There's a video
Under
of
the
him,
shirt. Correct.
there's a video of him sitting on the couch with his dad, and you can hear that he's latched onto him. You can hear him, like I can't make the sound, ma'am, but you can hear the latch come off. You can hear it.
You hear it. It's evident. I'll send you the link to the video where somebody put all of these instances together, and it was in a nice little package and easily digestible. I'll send it to you on Instagram in a few. Yeah, he was under his shirt. Yeah.
Speculation is that he sleeps in the bed with them. So he's seeing things that a 4-year-old shouldn't see, and little kids mirror stuff. So
Yeah, there's a video on my page of her talking about Cam catching them doing the nasty, and she just thinks it's funny as fuck.
No. Somebody in the chat said, look up Danny Saves Cam. Okay. No, it doesn't come up immediately. Yeah, I feel bad because
it's got a green screen behind her. Do you need a big box, ma'am?
Yeah, can you big box me? Because this is the text message of her saying that she would be willing to wake him up, even though he had already had melatonin. Hold on, let me get out. So she's in. I'm done with you.
Go ahead, Aaron.
She said, okay, wait. She said, really, you asked me earlier what time. Wait, she's in the blue, right? Really, you asked me. No, he's in the blue. You asked me earlier, what time should we give it to him? I said, probably like 9 o'clock. You said, okay, so don't call me a effing liar. You're such a effing liar. You knew I was going to the store to get ornaments and stuff for Cameron to do the tree tonight. Are you kidding? Gabby, the one thing I'm not is an effing liar. You could ask anybody. I'm as real as effing guts. I said we can give the melatonin tonight if it gets late. Yeah, but right now, that's why you heard me going to get the Christmas stuff. That's why you got so effing upset, because you know I got you. You are in the wrong. Come on, Aaron. We're all gonna go together. Really, was 8 o'clock something? I swear to God, if he effing fall asleep, I will wake him up. Do not ever get his medication again, ever again. If I see you do it again, I will call DCFS about you, because that's exactly what you did. That's called, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get out the screenshot. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody read that for me. I can't. I'm on the side.
That's called abusing the correct. You don't give a child medication when he fucking woke up at 2 o'clock, and that he's been such a fucking good boy. That boy fucking carrying your name in the way.
Get those theatrics.
My bad. I can't move it. That's what it said. Hold on.
The next screenshot, that should be the one where she threatens to have CPS have Cam taken away because she'll go on live. And that's where she admitted that he overdosed Cameron on the medicine.
They may be out of order when I sent them because I screenshot from email and then sent them, so they might have come through backwards.
Okay.
Is this it?
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
He woke up at 2 o'clock. Do you know? Go ahead.
Oh. He woke up at 2 o'clock. Do you know what it is? What, 9 o'clock? Fuck off that. Wait, what? Fuck off. That you gave him 2 melatonin. You know that's why you guys fucking pissed off, because you didn't fucking say that you were going to give the melatonin at 9 o'clock. The reason why you did that was because you wanted him to fall asleep so he could go do Uber. You are a fucking liar, and you drugged my son when he was so fucking calm. You're a fucking loser. Go get the fucking food, and I don't care if he fucking falls asleep. Even if he wasn't, I would have taken care of him. And you don't fucking do the drugs to the kids because you want a fucking child who's made that abuse and neglect. What you just did is abuse and neglect. I would never do that.
Oh my God.
If it was, I was fucking needed. You need to fucking knock it off. Knock off your shit, Aaron. Knock off your shit, Aaron. What you just did was so fucking wrong. You just dropped our son when he didn't want to, when he was calm. He's been such a good boy.
Melina, you've been replaced, bitch.
Y'all follow Rose. Follow Rose.
Miss Aunt Karen, I gotta say something real quick. It's such an honor to be in here with the queen. You're a queen. But hold on, how do I do this? Hold on. I'm so ashamed. Hold on, y'all. I can't figure out how to do it. Anyways, you have a robe on, ma'am.
This I don't got the real robe
I ain't
tonight.
throwing no shade, baby. I love my robe, and I get hate all the time for my robe, but I love that robe you got on, girl.
Y'all gotta follow Rose and listen, because y'all be now listen. Rose is on another side of TikTok, and shout out to Melissa for the 1 million likes, y'all. Shout out to Melissa.
Wow. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Chat for that 1 meal.
Ooh. All right, that was a good read.
Okay, so I wanted to show this one.
This is my backup page. My main page is the garden.
There's two. Okay, so there's 2 more videos after this one that I really want you to see. I want you to see the Thanksgiving one, and then the one that happened the other day that made it so I called CPS because I was very concerned. Okay.
Show that.
So, but this was after one of the times that CPS showed up.
We got to put you in the big box, babe.
I'm getting it.
Villain, do you see Long Lost Scruples? Says she has a video, wants to know to send it to Discord because it won't go through Facebook.
Yeah, Instagram? I don't see her.
Or can
just send it to me.
You can text me on Discord too.
There are little ways.
Okay.
Was there, CPS was there, and Cameron was there. And I opened up the door. And they said, we picked your son up from school, took him to the clinic, stripped him, examined him. It took about 30 minutes. Here's your court order, and here's your son. I'm gonna say this one last thing. I'm gonna make my baby boy a wish list for his birthday. And fuck these haters. I don't care anymore. You can say anything about me. I usually do not do this, but you know what? I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I'm making him a wish list.
She did it last year too.
Let's give this baby boy the best birthday ever. Shut down TikTok. This happened today.
Yeah. So that was when CPS came, and they came and she said, well, since you guys are gonna call CPS on my baby boy, I'm making him a wish list, and she made bank.
Let's give context to that video a little bit, if we can.
Go ahead.
CPS came to her house and she refused everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the court system and got an order, and they went to the school and took Cam out of school and took him to like a doctor's office or whatever type place.
Mm-hmm.
And they did examinations on him, and the social worker and the cop brought him home. They only did that because she refused to do what they asked of her.
Right. And
Mm.
everything
she
that was
makes this
bought on
video.
that wish list, everything that was bought on his birthday wish list, she had blocked every person that
Mhm.
sent anything right after they sent her stuff. She blocked them. And then his stuff ends up being listed on Facebook
And find
Marketplace.
out, didn't she make a video saying that she had already bought him 10 gifts and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And that actually wasn't her that bought them. It was the
Yep.
people that bought off her wish list.
Yep. Yep.
So she
I got him
exploited
10
her
gifts.
son after CPS was called to make a wish list to get all this stuff that she ends up selling on Marketplace.
Okay. So we got. Oh yeah. So this was okay. This is one of the things. So you know how she said she never was buying herself stuff, right? Why did she buy herself this? Right after they moved in. $500
$100
for a diamond art table. And
I
I don't
was
even.
like, what?
And she don't use it. No, she don't use it.
No, she sits at the table next to the
They
couch.
sold it on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
What the fuck? What type of
Okay, here's this weird. Okay, this is what she did to her little boy, precious baby boy.
Trigger warning.
I can't hear it.
Oh, yep, hold up. Sorry, let me rewind it. Sorry.
Mama. Where's mommy? Don't touch me.
I think he was 2.
Where's mama? Where's mama?
They said it went on for 30 minutes.
Yep, this is psychological abuse, by the way. At the beginning, she asks him, "Are you scared?" And he says, "Yeah." And she says, "You are."
Look, she set the ring light and everything up for that.
That's
No, I
a
almost thought that was
shame.
my ring light for a second. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Does anybody remember the video she'd done right before Cameron started school and he was going to go meet his teacher? And she showed him the video of the very scary looking teacher and said, "This is your teacher."
Yeah, it made it, and so he wouldn't want to go to school. And
My speculation is that she is purposely keeping him delayed because there are things going on in that home she doesn't want him to speak on. And he's not doing his speech therapy like he should be doing his speech therapy and thing. And I think it is willful neglect. She is purposely keeping him delayed.
Just recently, he was watching the iPad, and was it you, Feisty, that zoomed in and you can hear? He said, "I'm sad."
He kept
right?
telling
And
her,
she was,
he kept telling her,
yeah,
"Mommy, I'm sad. I'm sad."
I'm sad.
So I
And he was watching.
It was a dude at a cemetery.
Yeah, and she just ignored it. Watched the live, continued on the live, making herself it's sad.
Okay, I'm gonna drop again.
Is this the video that you ended up calling CPS
Not
for?
yet. No, that one's gonna be kind of long. This is the other one that Scruple sent, and then I'll play that one. Hold on. This one says talking about CPS.
You know, it's very corrupt, right? Do your own research. Just saying. But guess what? Guess who's in that bedroom?
She's motivating people to call again.
You didn't win. I did. You know it's very corrupt, right?
Give me 1 second. I'll get that one. That one is on YouTube.
So the chat also wants you guys to know that she showed him a bunch of shark videos to make him afraid of the beach as well. I wasn't around then. I've only been watching her for like 3 months, so I don't know about that.
It's easy to forget all the, all the things, but it's all out there.
Okay, so this one was, a week and a half ago when Danny went over there?
I think so.
Heads up, we gonna have to do part 2 of this another night, y'all, after this video, because your girl is tired. Your girl is tired.
It's a lot, and this isn't even. Okay.
We're gonna have to start maybe an hour earlier. Oh, I gotta follow you back, Rosie. I got you.
Because what? I'm about to start. I'm gonna start the recap tomorrow in my live, so I can figure out what the fuck is going on.
Right.
If you want to tag me a lot and help you.
Very deep rabbit hole. Very deep.
Prepared Karen and Rose to get messages from her threatening legal repercussions. She also has a lady by the name of Mel out of Canada that likes to threaten people on her behalf. And there's another lady by the name of Spread Love 389. She will dig so deep into your personal past, your Facebook. She likes to exploit my best friend's unalive son.
We from Black TikTok, y'all. We
tell her. Well, how about this? Tell her, bring it. I want all the smoke, bitch. I ain't scared of shit.
We from Black TikTok. We know. We seen it all.
We done had it all happen to us, bitch.
Right.
Ain't shit you could do.
I used to sit in Kappa's Drake Talks. I'm familiar.
Ain't shit you could do, girl. What?
No Kappa, then you know.
We get real nefarious over there.
Yeah, I like Kappa. I've always liked Kappa. But yeah, I know that's right in the comments. That's where I go when I take a break from these crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, we finna have messy talk all on her ass. We finna show her what it look like.
She wanted.
She want to go famous. We finna show her what famous look like. John T just came into the live. That's the homie. I'm finna call him and tell him about this shit. We all finna recap it.
Boy.
Welcome to Messy Talk.
Listen, I love Drag Talk. I love watching Kappa.
I've got all kinds of videos if you need them.
Why can't, I just had the Danny one. Why can't I
Hey,
find
y'all
it?
gonna share it to me when y'all start recapping. I followed y'all.
I don't know.
Okay. I've been putting my main page in the chat. It's the garden. I'm live right now, so you'll see. I see y'all coming in.
I don't know if you guys are on Reddit or not, but they
drop it back in the comments because I missed it. I'll follow your main page.
They do have a page over on Reddit, Drama Twins 31, I think it is. You guys can go.
Okay.
There's a lot of information on that Reddit page. A lot.
Okay, so Danny some people think that she like Gabi knew Danny was coming, some people don't, but Danny shows up, right?
Okay. You keep being a strong boy for me, you understand me?
Danny's crying.
If they planned out together.
So much.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because she's just more annoyed and you can't really hear what's going on. But
Danny's her twin sister, for y'all who don't know. It's a little blurry.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why. Let me turn on my
Howdy, good pancakes? I have missed you so much. I haven't been able. Okay, Coco, I'm not here for you. So go. Watch a video
why it's so blurry.
Okay. Is that a worm? Yeah, it's a worm. Interesting. Well, if I take this, here, I'll play it with you. Are you ready? Let's see.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest. Voice clip, it's a bitch. Honestly. Okay? It is a bitch. You have to cut it. You have to make the cuts in the audio. Then
Yeah.
I had to upload to TikTok, apply voice filters, but it only does it in like 3-second increments. They might
Oh,
take
Rhea.
movie away.
Hold on.
I don't
While
know
I'm
about it, but
Yeah.
that's what's holding me up on the last series.
Yeah, I want you to talk to Rhea quick. She's the one that Gabby is accusing of sending that photo to everybody, and she didn't. So I wanted you to talk to her quick before you get off. Do you want to come up now, Rhea, quick? It's not. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just blurry. And you just need to listen more than you need to see on this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, Rhea's up here first. She wants to speak quick. Go ahead.
Hi guys. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm not muffled. I came up here earlier, but everybody was talking and I didn't want to interrupt anyone, so I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
So I am the person that worked with Gabby. I've known her for over 10 years now. We worked together at a grooming salon back when she lived in Illinois. We had lost touch over the years, and then I was scrolling through TikTok like 2 years ago and I found her again. At that time, and I want to say this because it aggravates the shit out of me, at that time, she was not getting bullied per se, or whatever she thinks she's getting. That was just starting.
They told me
Literally
to tell you to
just
do it.
starting. So she has not been on here for 4 years.
I really want you to get a job now.
Getting all this crap against her. So that's got to be known for sure. Second of all, I was one of the first group of mods, or in the group of mods. I was with Paige, Nicole, and Shay. And I'm sorry, I gotta let go of the chat. Sorry about that. I can't read that right now. I want to clarify this picture thing. She has said this multiple times over the past couple of months, and I've shoved it off, and now I'm at the point where I'm sick and tired of it because she's lying out her ass. First of all, it was not in the middle of the night. It was not in the middle of the night because she's saying that it was in the middle of the night and she had no one to talk to. She had no doctors to call. That's bullshit. It was in the middle of the day. We were on a group call. First, it was a group call. She tried to show everybody the picture, or not the picture. The picture on the group call. There was a couple girls on the call that did not want to see it, but she had showed it anyways. She didn't care what anybody said. She just showed it.
For people who might not know, this is the picture of her son's private area.
Correct. And at the time, she was portraying it as just a diaper rash, okay? So she had asked me individually if she could send the picture to me. Before I could even give her an answer, I literally stuttered and I went, the picture was already sent to my phone. So I said to myself, okay, she's not going to send me a picture of, everything. I figured she would zoom in on the actual skin and just show me what the rash part looked like. So I opened it, and when I opened it, my jaw literally dropped because it was a full-on frontal backward picture. And I said, oh my God. And I deleted the picture right away. And I said, Gabby, I did not appreciate that. And you need to go talk to somebody about that, not me. I am not a doctor. And I shouldn't have gotten that. I said, I can get in big trouble for something like that. So she's going around now saying that other people have received this picture and like do that. I would never ever send a picture like that to anybody. So whoever got that picture was sent by her, and she knows it.
Mm-hmm.
She knows.
I can tell you, Ria, I can tell you personally that you are not the only one that she has sent that picture to, because she has sent it to multiple people along with a group chat that I was in as well.
Yeah. And I believe you 150%.
And it might not even be that same picture. It might have been a different time too, because I know she's done it twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was Ahmad before you. You were after me, I believe.
Right.
And
she was lying when she told me this, because she said that the police, it was being investigated, or it was investigated, and she can't talk about it because it was the investigation. Did police ever contact you about it?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Not at all. And I saw what she said to you, and she said that this was 4 years ago. It was not 4 years ago. It was 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So right there and then she was lying.
Sent pictures of his area to somebody 4 years ago.
Probably. And you know what I think is happening? I think what's happening is she's losing track of who she's sending shit to. And she can't remember.
Were you in the group chat that Anthony was in? Anthony was being accused at the time that the picture got dropped in that group chat.
He was in my group chat.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's
This group was a different group.
She's obviously she's done it a lot, because I found in one of the videos, I had it on my page, but somebody kept reporting it. But it's where she says, "Oh my gosh, is it supposed to be like that?" And she's changing Cam's diaper, and she must grab her phone or something, because you hear Aaron say, "Don't be going sending pictures of him around again."
Right.
And she said,
I'm
sending it to my mom.
And I will say, because I don't give a shit anymore at this point, I have sent messages to Aaron about this, and I told him, I said, if she's not going to tell the truth, tell her to keep my name out of her mouth, because I'm tired of it. I said, she's spreading lies about me, and I said, stop it. I sent it at me like maybe 4 or 5 messages to him, and every message back, he says, she's not talking about you. She's not talking about you. Yes, she is. She's telling people that she worked with this person, which is me.
Yeah, that's what she told me.
I was a real life friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who the hell is she talking about then? There's nobody else that anybody knows about but me. I've left her alone. I haven't talked about her. I've even, when there was a girl, Shay, that was doing all these awareness stuff on her, I went on my own live and even protected her. And I said, stop, going with Gabi. Stop doing this to her. It's not helping, blah, blah. I even tried to help her that way. I'm done now. You want to lie on my name? I will go even farther. I'm that petty. So I would advise you, Gabi and Aaron, to knock off your shit and tell the truth. Obviously, Gabi, you have no idea what you're sending pictures to, who you're sending pictures to. You don't even remember what you fucking did yesterday.
So
go ahead.
Okay, so just to make sure that I understand, hi. You were her mod, right?
Yes.
And real life friend.
So, and friend. And so you didn't really feel a way up until you felt like she lied on you.
No, when I was a mod, I was getting little hints. Okay, here, let me go back. When I worked with her, I knew there was something off. I knew there was like a screw loose, and it was my bad for when I found her again and gave her that second chance to be a friend, because I knew she was cuckoo. And little things started adding up as I was a mod. Like, she didn't give a shit about her mod. She never cared to ask how we were doing. It was all about her little lies adding up. A lot of stuff that Carla said was happening with us. It's a cycle. So
mod for her for the 3 years that all this has been happening, or like the first?
No, I was a mod for almost, I believe it was like 8 months.
Her mods don't last long, especially anymore.
No, and the reason I stepped away was because there was another girl in our group that had a problem with her sister, and she went on live
the big
and
bitch.
started. Yeah. She went on live and she started doing awarenesses on her sister. Well, it turned out that Gabby had lied and said that her sister went and got help with inpatient when she never did.
Mm-hmm.
So she struck a chord with all the people in recovery and, that whole group. And when she lied about that, I have 10 years clean.
Okay.
I
So
have a big problem with that, so I stepped away.
So, Melissa, you don't mind if I'm asking her questions, do you?
No, go for it. No,
Okay, I didn't
want her to speak because
Miss Rhea, you don't mind if I ask you questions, right? You don't mind?
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Okay, because I'm new here, so I'm just trying to understand. So you said for 8 months that you were modding for her. So every single day she went live,
Every single day, 20 times a day.
and you saw the bullshit. Why didn't you report it sooner?
Because I was the type of person that I thought I could change her. I thought I could help her. I didn't have my eyes open to how bad she was. I guess I was a little oblivious.
In the beginning, it wasn't as bad as it is now. To an extent.
To an extent. I mean, with her son, it was. I would say it was worse because he was in a different. It was so different with her son than it is now. But with her personally, I thought, you know what? I'm a real life friend. Maybe she'll listen to me. Maybe she'll.
And just so people know in the comments too, this is very good to hear from somebody who known her in real life, right? And like Rose said, asking this kind of a question, this is important because there's a lot of people who's falling for the okie doke here, right? And how do people fall for this? And like she said, she felt like she was helping. She felt like she could change her. There's a lot of people with that mentality, and that's how people like Gabi continue to scam and get over on people.
Yep. And she would tell me, privately, thank you, and ask me for advice. And I thought she was taking my advice, and I thought she was
help
it.
Be my last question because I know Miss Melissa wants to move on. So do you feel like, okay, thank you. So do you feel like because of maybe like your past experiences, it caused you to turn maybe like a blind eye to some of the bullshit that she was doing due to like your past?
Yeah.
So like because
I would say so.
Because you were given a second chance, you felt like she deserved one, even though you knew that what she was doing was really bad.
Yeah, I knew. And that was 1000% my fault. I knew in the back of my heart that what she was doing was bad, and I probably should have stopped it or said something a long time ago. But because I knew her in person, I'm like, there's got to be a way that she could better herself. There's got to be a way that I can help her. And that was the only thing I was focused on.
But you know what? That speaks to a lot of us, though. I think in some way, shape, and form, we've all come across somebody that we feel like that has like hit something personal in us that we have seen, and we want to give that person a chance. And that's why these people are so successful. And for all of you out there, do not give these random people your money. Don't do it. And I know it's very hard because we don't want to see these kids affected by it. But at the end of the day, it is not our responsibility to give Cam toys and things like that. She wants it to be our responsibility. And that's why she's pulling on those heartstrings of every mom out there, because she knows nobody wants Cam to not have a good Christmas and all of that. And then she's taking all of that stuff and selling it and doing whatever. So, and she's going to up the ante each time. She's going to up the ante. You see how she was willing in the text messages that Rose read. She was willing to wake him up after he's already had the melatonin. She said that we got to wake him up so we can do the Christmas thing, because I'm sure that was something she wanted to do on live. These people, the more they get the attention in the live, the more they up the ante. Right. She was more. I don't think she was mad that he gave. I don't think she was mad he gave him 2 gummies. She was mad because those 2 gummies were going to for sure knock him out, and that he would not be able to participate in that live, and where she could kind of do some money grab and all of that. That's what she was really, really mad about.
Can I just intervene really fast? Because Melissa, I see one of your mods that's saying, but nobody's ever reported her. And I just want to say that people have absolutely reported her. Pucifer
Yes, they have.
in the comments. She said nobody has reported her. I assure you that people have reported her.
Yeah, a lot of people have reported her. A lot.
There's been so many. And you guys, she was not as bad back then as she is right now.
I can tell you
Upping the
that
ante. She's up because she needs the attention, and I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is starve her out of that attention and bring awareness to other people so they can think twice about giving her that money and giving that, because as you see, I cannot imagine if CPS came to my house, I would get on live, cry, and say, my daughter now or my son now needs a wish list. That is absolutely diabolical. That's the last thing on my mind is a wish list. And then I'm really asking you guys to provide that wish list, because who is going, you know what I'm saying? Like now he really deserves everything, and I'm going to make a wish list and he deserves everything on that. That's her trying to pull at everybody else to fund that, and then you know what I mean, she wants CPS to be called. She wants it so she can come back and say, see, this is they're hurting me. No one's hurting her, because she can easily turn off that camera. She's been live all day. She's doing this herself, up in the ante, because she knows that so many people are willing to give to her.
Yep.
Okay.
And she feeds off of it. It's like a drug to her. It's like she needs it every day, all day. And luckily, I did see through that part. And she would ask me for money for either Coco or whoever. And thank God I never sent her a dime. Not a dime.
she seems that she preys on people that are obviously struggling mentally. You know what I'm saying? And there are a lot of them are on fixed incomes.
She wants to save them. That's the thing. She's like, you know how many people I've said that I'm the reason why they woke up today, blah blah blah, and this and that. So
Yeah, she loves that.
Okay, I'm gonna play this video. Then we can, if you guys, there's a lot more. We can schedule another night. But
we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Really quick before you do that, thank you for letting me talk about this. It's been eating at me. I will say this. I do know her very, very well, probably more than anybody on this app. So if there's any questions you guys have or want to know, or you just anything, you can always
go back in the next one for sure.
Definitely follow you, and I appreciate you for answering my questions, because I know those questions are a little difficult. So I appreciate you for answering, and I appreciate your accountability as well. That means a lot.
Thank you. Oh, I knew I was wrong. I just got to move forward from this now and stop beating myself up.
Excuse me, Rhea, I have a question for you before you go, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Can you confirm or deny whether or not Gabi was ever a vet tech?
So when we were working together, she was a groomer, and when after the grooming, actually, she wasn't even a groomer with me. She was a bather. She would bathe the dogs. She had gone on to Banfield to do vet tech. She was learning to be one. She was not an actual one. In order for her to be a vet tech, she had needed to go through extensive training with every animal you can think of, horses, anything, and she did not go through all that. So no.
Thank you for answering that question.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this was when Danny came over, right? And I don't know if she was upset or what. I don't know why it's so blurry, I can't get it, but you just need to listen more. And then you'll kind of see what happens. Oh, I had to turn it up.
30 seconds on the clock. Who's gonna win?
My guess is she gets mad because Danny was going to get somewhere and Gabi couldn't.
You could turn on the comments, but do not say anything.
Hey. Okay, you ready?
Zip it.
All right. Let me have Play-Doh. Oh. Okay. We're gonna play a game.
Me.
No, we're gonna play a game, me and you. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna play a game. Why? Come on, why? You don't wanna play a game with me? Oh, that's No. Pink. Pink. Good job. Okay, what color is this? No. Yellow. 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 Yes. Okay, so what is this? What color? Pink. Good job. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now what color is this? Yellow. Okay. What color is this? What color is that? Blue. Okay. What color is this? Pink. Okay. What color is this? No. Yellow. Yellow. Okay. All right. What color is this? What color is this? What color is this? No. What we just said it. What color?
And guess what we heard Gabi doing after this live that we've never heard her doing before?
Here. This is purple. Okay. What color is that?
Teaching him. No, he's not.
Black.
But teaching him his colors.
Yeah, like my shirt. Good job.
But Gabi never does this ever, so it's pissing Gabi off.
What?
Because Cam doesn't want to do that with her.
Are you done with your pancakes? Yeah. Are you done? Wow. Are you making a thing on a Play-Doh?
I'm just spitting.
What color is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward some of it because otherwise it's kind of long. What'd that say? Can sing. Yeah, he can sing the ABCs, but he's supposed to be nonverbal.
Yeah.
And he screams like they have no volume button for him. He doesn't know how to be normal.
Go wash your hands. Wash your hands. There. There. There you go. Here, here's your mouth. Don't do that. No, don't do it. Yes, miss. Come here. Come here. Mommy? Yes, baby. Can you please give me a paper towel to wipe his mouth? With water. Okay, now you look decent. We don't slam doors like that.
This is where she really gets pissed.
Go take your meds. You're almost done with the bottle anyway. Go finish it. Cam, go finish it. Go be a good boy for Mama, please.
Alright, show me how you take your medicine. How do you do it?
Nookie, it was at the last minute. I will for next time.
Thank you.
Good job, high five.
Yeah. Danny got him to take it. First try. He always spits it out for Gabi.
Are you done with your pancakes?
Thumbs up, Cam.
That was his antibiotic.
No. Furniture, we should. Any more about it, right? So thank you. Show me your toys. Nasty.
Yes. Yes. Let's look in the shower. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so, why is she asking Cam to take a shower when the aunt that he has not seen in a long time just came to visit?
Now, super power boys, okay? Listen to me, okay? They take baths to gain their power. You understand that, right? So if you don't take the bath, you don't get to gain that extra power, right? Okay, so do you want superpowers? You don't want superpowers. You don't want to be strong? Okay. Well, then guess what? Then we can't do strong then. You want to go home? No, seriously, you want to go? Yeah, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
You said he had to poop.
But you can't force it. Go ahead. Force it. See what happens to you. Go ahead. Force it. Okay, then stop. I'm not giving. No, but he's kicking and screaming. And to be honest with you, I'm your mother. Nice to meet you. Hi. No, just don't do that. If he's struggling, you can say, okay, yeah, he's struggling, but he just said he has to go poop. I understand that, and I'm working with him by going to the bathroom, but it's a struggle. So if you think you can do a better job, then go for it, Danny. Go at it.
Yeah, and Cam says don't fight.
Good luck. Can we not do this? No, if you think that if you think I am good, stop. Okay, I'll stop. I'm not gonna fight. Whatever. Go ahead, Garrett. No, I just came to spend time with my nephew, Gabi. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll shut up. I've got it. I'm a mother. Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead.
Yeah, he went and ran and hid.
So really quickly, I'm no doctor, I'm no physician, I can't diagnose nobody, but what I can say is I don't see how he's nonverbal.
Exactly.
Actually, he speaks very well. It just sounds like he needs education. He needs to be taught more. He just needs he needs someone to sit down with him and do what Danny was doing. He needs that one-on-one. I don't see. I'm not saying he doesn't have any sort of speech delay, but he was saying things just fine to me.
Aunt Karen, so when I was around G, he was never diagnosed as nonverbal. It was always a speech delay. They gave him services back in Illinois, but Gabi didn't want to wake up in the morning so they can come and work with him. And so they dropped him as a patient because she chose that she didn't want to wake up anymore.
I'm going to give you the explanation that Gabi gives, okay? She says that the speech pathologist told her that Cam was nonverbal, and nonverbal can mean many different things, pretty much. So Cam is considered nonverbal because he can't form sentences.
Yep. And that's why she gets
That's
so
what she said.
Is because of his speech delay.
So he can't go, I want milk. I want cereal.
Yes, he can, but Gabi doesn't think that's a sentence.
He's done it several times before. All of us have heard it on live. Him actually forming good sentences together. This baby
Like
is
he
so
will grab her face and pull it to him and say, "Mommy, help me."
Yeah, I think the delay is not so much a mental thing. It's more of a because she's not.
It's laziness.
She's not. Yeah, she's not helping him.
Yep.
And because it sounds like it's all there.
When you read the autism paperwork, you'll see like where it shows what he wants to communicate. He was just never taught how.
Yeah, that it sounds like she hasn't invested the time, and that's the issue. Like,
You're
but
very
anyways,
right, because if you watch
um,
any of her videos, it speaks volumes to me, and it may speak volumes to a lot of people, that he literally has to pull her face away from the phone because she's on TikTok. He literally pulls her face to him.
yeah, she just doesn't. It sounds like she's very jealous that Danny was able
Keep
to.
watching. Keep watching. It gets worse.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down because I'm
That's
about to
okay.
get in bed.
That's okay, but yeah,
But I'm here.
for sure.
We'll set a time for later for tomorrow or whenever
and
y'all are
I
free.
will come more prepared, Nookie. This was last
No,
minute.
you did great. You did great. You did great.
Thank you so much, Karen, for coming over here and giving this much.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this and then we'll be done too.
Go by your email. Mama's gonna go to the car. Mama's gonna go to the car. Why don't you go by your email and Mama's gonna go in the car? Okay, I'm gonna leave. Cameron, it's Mama. It's Mommy. Come here. Cam, come here, buddy. I wanted to spend time with them. That's all I wanted to do. I was gonna leave. I was gonna let you take care of it. I understand that. I just wanted to come over here, and I haven't seen him for the longest time, and I just would like to bond with my nephew, Gabi.
Okay, I understand that. But like when you're forcing and like grabbing him and
I'm not grabbing him. I'm trying to, like, he said he had to go to the bathroom.
he's struggling with going to the bathroom.
So why can't you just put him in the toilet and encourage him?
Because he's gonna you. And if that's what you
What do you mean he's gonna?
don't say the word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? You don't.
No, I don't.
She was talking about and she'd bite her.
Force a child to do something, especially with Cameron being the way Cameron is, he is going to do something.
Yeah, I just wanted to come on. I appreciate you letting me come over here and bonding with him. I just would like to spend some time with him before I have to go back. That's all I just want to be able to do.
That's fine.
Okay, so can I just spend some time with him?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, looks like he doesn't want to, and I can't force him, so.
The thing is, Danielle, is that when you do what you're doing, he's not going to be around you. You can't force a child to go on the toilet.
You don't have to force it.
Danny, you grabbed Cameron and you're like, let's go. And he was taking
Yeah, I was just picking him up to go to the bathroom and try to do something productive for him.
I understand that. And I'm working on it. The whole thing.
You lied.
Yes, I lied. But I don't give a craps. Just respect me. I'm a mother. I know what's best for my son. Don't come in here and think that you can parent how you want to parent. You don't have a child. You don't know what it is. One, you're not a mom. Two, you never deal with an autistic child or anyone on the spectrum. Out of respect, Dan, you haven't. And I know what you're trying to do, and it hurts me. It literally hurts me what you're trying to do here.
So why throw that in my face?
Because you got mad at me when I told you to stop.
If a child has to go to the bathroom, what do you? I don't get this.
Okay, listen to me, Kenny. When a child is idle, okay, and they learn, okay.
Can I tell you something?
Can I tell you?
I don't know a lot about autistic.
No,
I don't. You're right. I don't. But I'll tell you something. I do know that you can still properly train and talk.
If you honestly think that you could do a better job than me, then I believe.
Yeah, but there's moms out there that discipline, that have structure for kids that have autistic children.
So I'm gonna leave you go on the car ride, and you can.
No, I'm just saying, people. Gabi, I don't even know.
The school can't even do it, Danny. It's a struggle. For 1 year, Cameron has been going to school.
I drove an hour to come here and spend time with him. I'm not saying to leave.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're talking to Danny.
Spend some time with him. I drove an hour to spend time with him. I haven't seen him for months, Gabi.
That's great. I'll leave you alone.
This was like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Then there's the door. Goodbye.
Can I at least say bye to my nephew?
Sure, go
Can I
for
get
it.
a hug? All right, Gary.
All right, see you later.
You know, Cam didn't even want to say bye to her. Yeah, the shower scene's worse.
Cam, we have to go and take a bath or a shower. You can pick. We all.
Okay, listen, now he's in the shower, right? He's in the shower. I didn't miss that part. She said it. So she expects him to do his own shower. So she leaves him in the shower alone.
Wash your hair and body. Yes. Then I'm taking that away. No. Wash your body. Okay. If you don't do it, then take that away for everything. So you're gonna wash your body and hair.
Okay, and if you got earbuds in, I suggest you turn them off or pull them out.
Wash your hair and body. Do you want mommy to do it? Cameron, I'll take the iPad away. Wash your head.
Oh yeah, and he has his iPad in the shower with him.
Wash your body. Let's go. Do it for mama. Be a good boy. If you don't do it, I'm gonna take it away. I'm gonna take it away. One.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hair. Now get the go. Get the go. It's not how to do.
Oh.
Wash your hair and body. Let's go. One. This is gonna die too.
She didn't request.
7%. Let's go. Hurry up. Wash your body and hair.
Feisty, did you want a box? I just got a message saying you wanted a box.
Hurry up. Wash your eyes. That's the other thing. So there's go behind you.
Okay. Now, because so, and then right there it pauses. And then Erin, it pauses, and then she ends up coming over to the phone and grabbing it and then saying that she is done. And people think that she left him there alone because Erin was there.
My thing is, you can't convince me that she didn't just put her hands on him, because I'm sitting here listening. I know for a fact she just put her hands on him a couple times. And I heard that pop before he screamed.
Yeah, she did something to make him cry for sure. And it was something not nice, you know? Like
I heard that pop. And also, I don't understand. My thing is this, right? First of all, that bitch needs a mental eval. She needs a psych eval ASAP. That hoe is throwed the fuck off. That's first and foremost. Two, I don't understand. It's almost like she thinks that making him bathe himself is going to prove that he's so independent because he's allegedly on a spectrum. He's autistic. Baby, he's 4.
He bites
He's
him.
fucking 4.
Yeah, she bites him. Like, we have 2 videos. One where you can tell that he bit or she bit him because of the sound and everything, and then how he starts screaming, and then what they say. And then the other one, she admits that she's bit him. Like, I'm not.
So if I go get a canine and I tell that dog to bite her, I'm gonna be wrong.
It's crazy. I know. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I understand that they've had so many complaints, right? And when you complain so much, it kind of they turn away. But when, like, I legit wrote a whole huge, like, paragraph novel type thing, probably too much. But then I uploaded this video and gave the link to the YouTube to them. And like, if they go in there and watch it, I don't understand how they do not see at least the emotional abuse. Thanksgiving was even worse, but it wasn't with Cam. It was with her sister.
So my question is does he go to school?
Yes.
So they told me in my chat that she sends him to school with used Pampers, with spoiled diapers on.
That I don't know, but she never has pull-ups for him, or she's always like begging for pull-ups and stuff, like saying that the schools, I don't understand why they go through so many pull-ups. Like, she was so mad because they went through so many pull-ups. Because they change him every time he's wet. She, I think, probably waits until they're, plumb full. He's 4, though. 4.5 now.
I'm stuck on that baby and pull-ups at 4.
Because she does. I mean, look at what she just told Danny. You can't force him to the toilet. But guess what? Now she does.
But she could force him into the shower and make him bathe himself.
Yes, exactly. And then you hear all the time, she's not been putting pull-ups on at home, I guess. He is shitting and pissing everywhere on purpose.
Like an untrained animal?
Yes. And it's not like just having an accident. You hear him saying poopy or poo-poo or whatever, then like I can tell what he's doing. I said last time, I was like, oh my God, he's taking a shit right now. You can hear it. And she's talking to her chat. Peed in the fridge, yeah.
And peed in the fucking fridge. And the excuse is that he has autism. That's the excuse.
Yep.
Do y'all know autistic children tend to not really be messy?
Yep.
They tend to be very clean in particular and very neat. Once you have programmed them to clean, all you have to do is show them what clean is, and they'll hone in on that clean to the point where it's almost like OCD. Yep. So the fact that baby is doing that, I don't believe that it's given very much. The baby wouldn't be able to thrive. Well, baby's already not thriving, but the baby wouldn't be able to exist in that space had it been this autism that she's saying that's happening. Because the baby would be wanting to do the very thing that he's supposed to do, that he's learning in school the correct way. Mm-hmm. So could he possibly be on a spectrum? Sure. Most of us might be on a piece of a spectrum, right? Look, a little neurospicy. However, something ain't adding up. It's not adding up. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, and it's just, she wants something to be wrong with him. She wants this, and because the way it's going to happen is, she does not, it's very rare that he goes 5 days a week to school. She keeps him home for something, because I think he's learning, and he's not going to get this SSI anymore, and she's freaking out. She made a video she didn't make a video, she said on live the other day, the reason why she's not doing Spark right now is because all the subs, they're going to make her go over the income limit. So that right there shows she doesn't need the SSI because it's supposed to be supplemental, correct?
Right. So she's trying to get a check off him.
She does get a check off of him.
And now they're going to cut the check off because she makes enough on TikTok?
I don't know if they are, but she does make enough on TikTok, and so she's afraid that they are going to cut it off. Like, she wanted people to stop subbing to her because how much did she make? She had like 300 subs last week or last month. And so she got quite a bit this payout today.
They said she gets $900 from SSI for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she probably got like, she got over $1,000 or something today, I think.
They're telling me that she said
stop subbing.
You said what, Rhea?
I'm sorry. She legit scolded her chat and told them to stop subbing to her.
Yeah, because she was going to make too much money and she would get her SSI taken off.
Yeah. How her chat doesn't see right through it, I don't understand. But she scolds that chat every day.
Okay, but I'm confused because SSI has nothing to do with the income that you're making. It has everything to do with what's going on with that child, right? Am I wrong?
I don't really
it does have some money.
This one, it's like it's a supplemental thing, right? It's so you're saying that you can't work because of certain things, like with what Cam's doing, right? So, but now he's in school, and so she is supposed to be able to work while he's in school, but she is refusing to because she doesn't want to lose that money.
Okay, they
And
say
she's very well
SSI is income. I don't know why I thought. Is it maybe something else where
There's
they'll
another
give
one.
you
There's SSI and SSDI. So there's two. They're two different ones.
Okay, because maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Because I'm like, there's one where you can have like a mental illness and they'll like, and because you won't be able to.
That
work
must be.
too
Is that
much.
SSDI? Mama Bear, you probably know better than I do. But
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
y'all.
if she goes over a certain limit, they will dock her and take it away.
Yep. So that's why they have different addresses.
Mm-hmm.
And Find Out can verify for that one because they had different addresses when Find Out flew to Florida because Gabi, sued her or tried to take her to court, but lost.
And so the teachers don't see that there's an issue with the baby.
I think they do because they've been asking for certain paperwork and stuff.
They're catching on.
They asked for his his autism diagnosis.
And that's when she tried to what's what I'm looking for? She tried to create new documents with his name on it.
You'll see. If Aunt Karen sends them to you, or if you get them, you'll see that she's splicing stuff together, right? And she's thinking that these people are not well educated to know that this is. I think one of them was a referral for autism. The other one was one of those little places that you can go to they can kind of test you and see, and then if they think that you have the child does have autism, they send that paperwork over to the doctor, and then the doctor will proceed on if they want to diagnose.
But there was a documentation from an actual doctor saying that they did not think autism was an issue.
Autism was not a concern.
Oh no! So
and she showed that. She showed it to everybody.
Tell about the codes. I'm not sure about what the codes mean, but the codes that were used on one of the documents, those codes, I guess, expired now, and so they don't use those codes anymore. And so that's like another.
The way you're going to catch her up about this autism diagnosis is ask her to show you the SSI paperwork to where it says he is on SSI for autism. Because it's not going to happen. He's only getting SSI due to his speech delay. If he was autistic,
and that's where he's learning, and she's getting getting afraid because pretty soon, once they deem that he doesn't need speech services anymore, she won't get that.
But it from how he sounds though, it doesn't seem as if though that speech delay is because of him. It sounds more like because of her.
Exactly.
Well, it is because
it sounds like it's forced, right? Like she doesn't want him to. So
exactly. The only reason he's speaking better now is because of the schooling. Yes. And that's the reason she doesn't send him all 5 days each week is because she sees that he is improving. And she can't keep using this story to get empathy and sympathy and benefit.
Yes.
Yeah,
that might be what they deemed him as, and it's not, because he wasn't thriving at that time. Like,
I think that she's scared that the more this baby starts talking, the more he's going to out her.
So my
Yeah, oh yeah.
question is,
He's gonna say things.
so I have a question. When the school that he's going to, is it a public school?
Yes.
So here's the thing. Depending on the school, if a child is depending on the state, if a child is out of school for a certain amount of time and they're not learning throughout the semesters, they can then go to the courts or go to, press charges on the fact that the child, there's some level
have an
of neglect.
Well, the problem there is he's only in pre-K. That law that you're talking about, the truancy law, it don't start until you're actually in kindergarten on up. It's because he's in pre-K right now, so that's where that comes in.
And she'll see when in kindergarten she holds him back like she does now.
He'll have another year. Huh?
Oh yeah, she doesn't send him to school every week. Like she'll
He
what,
has
2
another
days a
year
week,
of
3 days a
pre-K
week?
before he'll go into kindergarten.
She doing that shit on purpose.
Oh yeah, she's not dumb.
No. But it's crazy how CPS cannot see this.
I know. I mean, so like if CPS just sat down and talked to somebody, I know Feisty's had a lengthy conversation with one of the workers or whatever, and it's like, yeah, you got to kind of take what we say with a grain of salt and really do your research. But man, when you got all of these people, and then we're spitting like receipts with what we're saying.
I want to know what the guidelines are to be justified as child neglect or child abuse, or what's the CPS guidelines? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't.
Well,
Because even if emotionally abused.
CPS, oftentimes those workers, they don't do what they're supposed to do oftentimes.
No.
They can see it, but they don't want to deal with the paperwork and deal with the frustration and the dangers of, potentially taking someone's child away from a very abusive situation. So they'd rather try to work with the parent as opposed to actually removing the child out of the home and putting them in a safer environment.
As much as she stays online, I don't think they're working with her. That's the thing, is I really don't.
I'll also say this though, right? Just to be fair to some of those people who are, CPS workers, I have a couple people who are supporters of mine who've told me that it's no different than them being in that home. So sometimes they'll go into another home that's worse than where the fuck they left off at.
That is true.
So it's like, damn, I want to take
that.
you out of here, but if I take you out of here, you might go into another place that's worse, and I don't want that. So it's like, sometimes they're torn. Sometimes they're torn.
And I get that, but if anything else, they should be giving her, you need to take these parenting classes. You need to keep that boy off of that camera. That kind of stuff. But it seems like they're not even making her do that.
Yeah.
And I said this from day one, even when I was a mod. I don't think it's going to take something tragic, traumatic for something to happen, for them to do something about it. It's going to be bad. That's at this point, that's what it's gotten to.
I agree with that. But just like, what was it last week when she had...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Austin.
Someone asked why they don't make her take parenting classes. I can't answer that. I don't know in that state why they're not making her take parenting classes. I know in Georgia they have all that. They have anger management courses, parenting courses. They make you take a certain amount of weeks of doing it. You have to show up. If you don't show up, they'll take the kid. Like, it's a whole thing. They might even give you some money for it if you take the course. So, and that's in some states. So I don't know why they're not making her, especially she has 70-something cases. It should be a requirement for her to be taking a course. It should be.
That was in Illinois. The 70 cases were in Illinois before she moved to Florida.
Yeah, that's they're failing.
But just like last week, was it last week she had the IEP meeting? When she came on live after the IEP meeting. I mean, she was all wigged out about it beforehand. But anyways, she comes back, says it went great. Teacher says, keep doing what I'm doing, working with him, blah, blah, blah. The very next day, she comes on and tells him, pulls him in front of the camera so everybody can see her talking to him and says, guess what? Since you've been doing so good, they told me not to work with you during the week.
You don't need to do any.
You're doing so well. I don't need to work with you. That you You deserve a break
To be a kid.
from
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah, you
This is what she
went to
told this
school 5
4-year-old
days a
child.
week.
And he asked her why. He asked her why. And she said, because you're doing so good. You
And then
deserve a
looked at the
break.
camera and gave a
Yeah.
smug look.
Yep. That's all I wanted to say. Because that bugged the hell out of me.
Me too. She knows exactly how to, I don't know, irk us. She knows exactly how to push our buttons too.
Yeah. All right, I got to get off of here because I got to get to bed and
Can I
everything
say
else.
something real quick?
But I am, yes, go for it. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I'm a retired preschool teacher of 32 years. Yes, I'm in a different state, but when she made that statement about the teachers told that she doesn't have to work with C anymore, you know, at home because he's doing so good.
Yep.
No teacher is gonna tell her that.
No,
Regardless if it's IEP, if it's regular preschool, because you want that child to thrive. And even when they,
Elizabeth, we will. Hold on.
we do request that you follow up doing the ABCs with them and other curriculums with them, ABC, counting. If they're lacking in learning the colors or shapes, to work with them at home. We also encourage parents to read to their children every night, before going to bed. We don't want to tell a parent how to raise their kid, but we do because it helps with their vocabulary. It helps them to learn new words and stuff. And I did make a